My name is Ngwi-Menyi Taka, and today we are not talking about signs, we are not talking about causes. Today we are talking about consequences, the real impact of domestic violence, because sometimes people do not understand the seriousness of something until they see what it destroys. Domestic violence does not end when the argument stops. It does not end when the shouting ends. It does not end when the apology comes. The damage stays. One of the deepest wounds of domestic violence is not physical, it is emotional. It is the slow destruction of a person's identity. When someone is constantly, they begin to change, they begin to doubt themselves, they begin to question their worth, they begin to feel small, even when they were once confident. They stop speaking, they stop expressing, they stop dreaming, and over time, they become a shadow of who they used to be. Domestic violence affects the mind deeply. It leads to some people cannot sleep, some cannot trust again, some live in constant fear, even when the abuser is not present. And in the most painful cases, some begin to feel like life is no longer worth living. Now let us talk about the silent victims. Children. Children who grow up in violent homes do not just witness pain, they absorb it. They learn that, and this shapes them. Some become withdrawn, some become aggressive. Some struggle in school, some carry trauma into adulthood. And sometimes they repeat what they saw, because what a child sees repeatedly becomes what they believe is normal. Domestic violence does not only affect emotions, it affects life itself. People lose jobs, they miss opportunities, they become financially dependent, they struggle to rebuild. And the cost is not just personal. Research has shown that domestic violence costs billions globally through healthcare, lost productivity, and long-term social impact. Physical abuse can lead to injuries, chronic pain, long-term health issues, and for some women, it affects pregnancy. It can lead to miscarriage, complications, and long-term health risks. The body heals, but sometimes not completely. Now we must face the hardest truth. Domestic violence kills. Globally, a significant number of women who lose their lives are killed by their intimate partners, not strangers, not criminals in the street, but someone they trusted, someone they loved, someone they shared a home with. And many of these stories started the same way, with signs that were ignored. Domestic violence does not end with one person. It moves from one generation to another. A child who grows up in violence may grow into an adult who either accepts abuse or repeats it. And the cycle continues, unless someone decides to break it. So when we talk about domestic violence, we are not just talking about today. We are talking about the reality. We must accept domestic violence is not a small issue. It is not a family problem. It is not something to hide. It is a serious, dangerous, life-threatening issue. And it must be treated as such. Because listen carefully, every time abuse is ignored, it grows. Every time silence is chosen, it continues. Every time someone says, endure, another life is put at risk. And today, we choose something different. We choose awareness. We choose truth. We choose action. Because love should never cost you your peace, your identity, or your life. Call to action on screen plus voiceover. If this message touched you, I want you to do 3 things. 1. Comment below. What impact of domestic violence do you think people underestimate the most? 2. Share this video. Someone needs to understand the seriousness of this. 3. And if you or someone you know is in danger, please seek help immediately. Silence protects abuse. Awareness can save lives.